All right, let's jump right into this explainer and unpack a seriously fascinating case study on human behavior and digital sales. Today, we're zeroing in on a newly released system called Commission Machine AI. But honestly, we're not just here to review what the software does, we're going to dissect the highly strategic, deeply psychological sales funnel they use to launch it. Because trust me, it is a real-time masterclass in conversion. We're kicking things off with a massive question today. Why do 99% of affiliate clicks just waste away? Understanding why so many online visitors vanish without buying is absolutely crucial to cracking the code of affiliate marketing. You know, the standard playbook always tells beginners to just grind for attention, post more, buy more ads, write more blogs, but then you check your dashboard, you see a huge spike in clicks and absolutely $0 in revenue. So what's actually going on here?
Section 1, the affiliate marketing trap. To understand the solution, we first have to deconstruct this trap that catches almost every beginner off guard.
It's a brutal reality, but up to 99% of your hard-earned visitors are going to leave a standard affiliate page without spending a single dime. Think about that for a second. If you get 100 people to land on your page and they just look around for 3 seconds and bounce, you haven't built a business. You've just built a very busy digital waiting room. This right here brilliantly illustrates what the creators call the raw volume trap. Amateurs obsessively try to pull lever 1. They try to brute force more traffic by hand, completely ignoring lever 2, which is the actual conversion mechanism that gets you paid. Traffic is just the raw material, right? Optimized conversion is the machine that captures the revenue. Because, as the saying goes, adding a new traffic source is just pouring more water into a leaky bucket. If your page doesn't convert, scaling up your traffic just multiplies your failure rate. You don't need a bigger hose, you literally need to plug the leak. Multiplying highly inefficient traffic just means you're creating more lost opportunities. Section 2, the Wingman Strategy. This is where we see a major architectural shift. Creators Wayne Crow and Paul Nichols designed this AI-powered tool to intercept traffic and spike buyer intent before they ever even reach the final offer. They essentially built this software to act as a bridge. It automates the creation of high-converting bonus pages, inserting this incredibly crucial, value-packed step between the initial click and the vendor's page. And look, these aren't just theories. The data from their internal partner invitation proves these guys know exactly how to optimize attention. Wayne's solo ad traffic converts at a staggering 70% opt-in rate, and his last funnel pulled in $170,000 in just 5 days. Then you have Paul, whose single $7 funnel has cleared over 40,000 sales. They're essentially packaging 15 years of their own hard-won conversion secrets right into this AI. The core philosophy driving this is what they call the tiny traffic principle. It's the proven concept that a handful of highly primed buyers is worth way, way more than a stadium full of window shoppers. A small, steady stream of traffic running through a perfectly optimized conversion mechanism will consistently out-earn huge, expensive waves of unoptimized cold clicks. The software removes all that annoying technical friction by acting as your digital wingman. It effortlessly stacks exclusive bonuses, or commission cogs as they call them, to make the main offer totally irresistible. You don't have to write copy, you don't have to build websites. You choose an offer and the AI literally scans its library, handpicks the absolute best bonuses that perfectly complement it, and deploys the page for you. So, let's look at how this actually builds a better customer journey. By deliberately inserting this AI bonus page as a sort of speed bump, you filter out the casual browsers. This dramatically increases the buying intent of everyone who actually clicks through. Sure, adding an extra page means an extra click, but those visitors who do click through are now carrying massive buying intent because you've just shown them incredible, customized value up front. Section 3, Anatomy of a Sales Funnel. Now, let's shift gears and look at the actual product launch itself. Because understanding what the software does is really only half the story. The other half is how they sell it. Notice the highly deliberate architecture of this 6-step funnel. It's engineered to let buyers self-segment, starting from a micro-commitment all the way up to high-ticket automation. You start at the top with a $12.95 front-end offer on a dime sale to create instant urgency. Right on the checkout page, a $17 order bump appears. Then a strategic ladder of one-time offers guide you through tools and education, ultimately scaling all the way up to a $497 100% commission funnel. This sequencing, it's an absolute masterclass in behavioral economics. It operates on one brilliantly simple rule. Every step solves one problem and opens the next.
Once you buy the software, you might feel some anxiety about how to actually use it, right? So they sell you the educational blueprints. And notice how they strictly withhold the traffic sources until steps 3 and 4. They wait until they know you have the foundation built before they hand you the fire hose. Because of this deep psychological structure, a single buyer moving through this entire sequence can generate up to roughly $392 in commissions for the referring affiliate. The funnel basically acts as an automated sorting hat. The weekend hobbyist stops at $12, but the serious professionals naturally filter themselves straight to the high-ticket, done-for-you automation at the top. Section 4, the Meta Marketing Masterclass. We can't fully unpack this funnel without analyzing the grand finale. This is the most meta psychological tactic happening right on their own front-end sales page. Wayne and Paul spend their entire sales letter educating you on how bonus pages create irresistible desire. And then they deploy those exact mechanics right back on you to force the sale. It's genius. They're essentially proving their own concept in real time. At the very bottom of their page, they attach 3 digital bonuses, each with a highly specific, explicitly stated value. You get the bullet cash system, the super affiliate formula, and a massive free traffic case study. And they assign a concrete, real-world $197 value to every single one of these digital assets. So what happens here is they have suddenly attached $594 worth of perceived value to the deal. To a human brain that is just evaluating pixels on a screen, that is a massive, incredibly heavy anchor of value. And then they pit that massive bonus value directly against their front-end dime sale entry price of just $12.95. It completely and totally tips the scale on your mind. This is a textbook application of price anchoring. It creates this huge perception of asymmetric risk and reward, which completely short-circuits your critical thinking by giving your brain a concrete number to fixate on. You suddenly stop asking, do I really need another software tool? And you start asking, am I actually willing to walk away from $600 in free assets over $12? The fear of leaving $600 on the table for the sake of $13 completely overrides any lingering hesitation you might have. It proves their own conversion theory works flawlessly in real time. By the time you reach the buy button, not clicking it literally feels like you are taking a personal financial loss. Ultimately, the most powerful lesson here is to stop viewing your audience as just analytics on a dashboard. Remember that people buy when their desire is amplified to the point where not buying feels like a loss. You absolutely have to fix your conversion mechanism before you pour more traffic into the bucket. Use those digital wingmen to build bridges of value. So, as you analyze the tools you use every single day, I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought. Are you just a consumer of software, or are you actively learning the underlying psychology of how desire is manufactured online? Studying what a tool does is good, but studying the mechanics of how it was sold to you, that is where the real education begins. Keep optimizing those conversions, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.